Welcome, welcome, and welcome to today's live stream. I'm the only one that is here today, and I'm going to try my best to answer all the questions. I'm going to try and answer some of the questions I do receive on our Instagram, sometimes in YouTube comment section. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Thank you for joining our live stream. Welcome. Guys, let's like the live stream and share so that others can join so we can start, okay? And yes, I have finally loosened my hair. I finally loosened my hair, guys. You guys were really on my neck to loosen it. And yeah, I also wanted to loosen it, but just that I didn't have the time. When I would think about the process of loosening it, the process of retouching it and everything, it was too much for me. So that's why I just kept keeping it for a long time. But yeah, I'm here. Thank you guys for joining. Welcome. I see people have joined. Welcome to the live stream. Before we start, let's like the live stream. Hi Alice. No, it was not natural hair. I saw a lot of you in the comment section telling me I love your natural hair. I love you. I'm sorry. It was not my natural hair. It was Afro kinky I attached to my natural hair. So it was not my natural hair. Thank you for joining. So I said that I do get a lot of questions about how to apply for a visa to come to Poland and how they can go about it. Those comments most times comes from people that are either married to Polish people, or their fiancés are from here, or their boyfriends are from here. So we have a lot of those messages in our DM. That's why I said, okay, let me just make a video on that today so that I won't go on repeating myself over and over again. Alice said, oh, you made so well. Anyway, your face is really glowing. Thank you so much. Yeah, I made the hair by myself. If you check the channel, you're going to see a video where I made the hair. It was our wedding anniversary week. So I just decided to make that hair because the first time I made it in Nigeria, and I kind of really liked it, and a lot of people complimented me and stuff. So I said, okay, let me do it again here. So that's why I made it. So that's about my hair. Guys, I've seen new people that are coming, but I've not seen any like. It's actually one person that has liked, which is not so nice. Let's take the likes up, share the live stream so we can continue. This information is helpful, and it might not be helpful for you today if you're not planning on coming to Poland, but who knows what might happen in future. Maybe you are going to meet someone that's going to tell you, hey, I want to bring you to Poland, or maybe you might just want to come for tourism or for something like that in future. So let's go. Let's like the live stream and share. Then we start. So what motivated me to really make this live stream today is because like I said, I've been getting a lot of these, and the last person that sent me this message, many times she would drop many messages for me, and then I don't have time to reply, to read and reply. And then after a while, when I go check my Instagram, I'll see that she has dropped a lot of messages, and it makes me feel bad that I am not attending to them. But guys, I want to even use this opportunity to tell you guys that I film videos, edit videos every day. So you know how, happy Sunday. Oh, Bwwm, so good to have you here. Happy Sunday, welcome. So it's not so easy for me to really be 247 with my phone and reply to messages and stuff like that. So if you send messages and I don't reply, you understand I'm constantly either filming or editing, and I'm also trying to find time to be a wife because I'm not only going to satisfy you guys and don't satisfy my husband. I have to find time to be a wife, do things at home, keep my husband company, and things like that. So that's why sometimes I don't reply messages on time. Sorry. So my husband is not here. He's out, and I'm very sure very soon he'll probably be in the comment section because I know him. I told him I'll be coming live stream. He's away from here right now, so that's why I'm alone today. Happy Sunday and welcome to the live stream. So let's start. Since the people have not liked the live stream, no problem. I'll still start. So first of all, I'm going to start with people that their partners are from Poland and they want to join their partner. So if your partner is from Poland and you plan to join him, there are some documents, first of all, that he's going to send to you. And hey, Rachel, thank you, Rachel Scott. Thank you so much. Yeah, I finally decided to remove that hair. So, the first thing you'll have to do is to look up on the internet about the number of documents your Polish partner is going to send to you if you're in Africa or anywhere. There are certain documents that he has to send. So you look that up, which I'm still going to mention here though. So you look that up, compile it, the both of you compile it, and you give him time to send those documents, to source those documents, because most of them are not something he probably has handy. He has to compile them and make them available. So, I think this place is cold. I don't know whether this heater is on. Okay, it's on now. So there are some documents that he's going to send, and these are, number one document is before you even get to this stage, you have to get if you're from Africa, you have to get your marriage certificate legalized. First, you're going to go to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and authenticate the marriage certificate. After authenticating the marriage certificate, you now take it to the embassy. You book appointment at the embassy. Your partner should call the embassy or book appointment through email for you to come for legalization. Now you're going to go there, submit the document for legalization, and I think they're going to give it to you that same day. Yes, it's that same day. What they will just do is that when you get to Ministry of Foreign Affairs, they are going to stamp it and sign for you. And then when you take it to the embassy, Polish embassy in your home country, they are going to also stamp it and sign. I think something like that. So that's just what the procedure is like. That's just how to legalize a document. Then when you're done with that, you send that marriage certificate to your partner in Poland. You can send through DHL or through FedEx, but DHL is the fastest. That one arrives in 5 days, 6 days, sometimes 4, 3, depending. So you send it to him. He's now going to take this marriage certificate and go and register in Poland here in their city. They call it, I don't know if this is the right pronunciation, but I'm going to try my best to pronounce it. I'm going to pronounce it the way it's written, voivodeship. If you're a Polish person, please let me know if I'm pronouncing it well. It's called voivodeship. It's like a city office, like it's an institution in each of the cities. You have to go to the institution, and he will put in the marriage certificate there, and they are going to register the marriage in they're going to register the marriage in Poland, and they are going to keep the Nigerian marriage certificate. If you're a Nigerian, they're going to keep your original marriage certificate, the one the courts gave to you in your home country. So what I always advise people, this we did not do, and it affected us in future, which I'm still going to tell you guys. So when you're married in your home country, make sure you collect 2 marriage certificates. You're going to, if it is in Nigeria, you're going to pay extra for that. But we did not know, so we did not do that. Now, when you collect the 2 marriage certificates, legalize the 2. So when you get here, when you send one to your husband is going to register it here. And once he registers it in the city office here, they are going to keep that Nigerian marriage certificate and give him a Polish marriage certificate. That way, your marriage is registered in Poland. It's in the system in Poland, you understand? But they're not going to give you the Nigerian certificate back. No, they won't give you. So, after this, he is going to, in fact, let me tell you guys why I say you should collect 2. Now, in future, if your husband wants to visit you again in Nigeria, or maybe when you come over and you guys want to visit Nigeria again, you must present a Nigerian marriage certificate. When you it's funny though, when you present the Polish marriage certificate, they don't accept it. They want the marriage. My husband has joined. They want the Nigerian marriage certificate. As far as I don't know about other embassies, like maybe Kenyan embassy, South African embassy in Poland here or something like that. But if you're from Nigeria, they are going to ask you for the Nigerian marriage certificate. That's why I said you should collect 2 when you do your court marriage. Collect 2. Keep one with you. So now, when your husband has finished registering the marriage in Poland, he's going to have to apply for what is called invitation approval. If he is the one inviting you, which should be, he's going to apply for, hi baby. So they're going to, don't confuse me, baby. They are going to, he has to apply for invitation approval. Now, this invitation approval is just a process in which your husband or your significant other, because by that time might not be your husband yet, your partner will submit documents to prove that, 1, he has a place for you to come and stay if he is housing you. 2, he has sufficient means to take care of you for the duration of the time you're going to stay. They basically need the cash flow of the cash to see that money has been coming into his account every month, and it's enough to take care of more than one person, you know. So for him to get this invitation approval, he has to submit his bank statements. He has to submit his house documents. If he's owning the house, he has to submit something that shows that this house belongs to him. If he is paying rent, if it's a rented apartment, he has to submit maybe something like rent receipts. Rent receipts. He has to submit, what else? He has to, I think, put a letter to show that he is going to fund your travel expenses, your stay here. He's going to be responsible for you. So your food, your accommodation, you know, if you're going out, if you want to see the city and things like that, he is going to be the one responsible for that. So now, when he submits all those documents to the institution, sometimes it depends on the city. Sometimes the certificate, the approval letter is given 2 weeks from the day you submitted, sometimes 3 weeks, sometimes 1 month. It just depends on how many people want it, how many people need things like that. So when after 1 month, he's going to get an email or an SMS that his approval letter is available. He should come for the pickup. So when he goes for pickup, they are going to give it to him. Now, one thing I should let you guys know is that the invitation approval letter has expiry dates. Don't be like me that you don't know what it means. So it has expiry dates in the sense that the time that you say that you're going to stay, that is the time they are going to give you. For instance, if your visa is for 1 year, they are going to tell you that you're invited in the invitation approval letter. It's going to show that this document is valid between this month to maybe, let's say, 1 year, maybe let's say 6 months or 3 months, you know. Hi Liz, thank you for joining. Thank you so much for the compliments. So they are going to tell you that they are going to write in the document that this document is valid for this duration of time. So whatever you do, make sure that you are in Poland within that duration of time. Because if you are not, you have to ask for this document afresh. You have to put in more proof. Your husband has to put in documents and request for this same document again. So one has to be very careful with that. Now, when he gets the invitation approval letter, he has to send you documents. He has to send you the invitation approval letter alongside with other documents. Documents like if he's doing business document, if he's working, employment later, tax, something to show that he's paying tax, insurance, no, not insurance, what else? Yes, his last 6 months, I'm saying 6 months, but it's 3 months, but 6 months is more stronger. So his last 6 months of his bank statements, just to show that he has constant cash flow coming into his account. And yeah, and then he's going to write handwritten sponsorship letter. Now, this one is not necessary, but for me, I feel like it's also going to help boost your application. So he has to write handwritten letter of approval. I mean, sponsorship letter. He's going to write, address it to the embassy, his house address, embassy's house address, and say, hi, my name is this, dear consular, something like that. My name is this. I am a Polish citizen living at, he'll mention his address, and then he'll say, I am so person's husband. He could say, I am Esther's husband or something like that. I am writing this letter to state that I am solely sponsoring my wife's trip to Poland. I'm sponsoring her tickets, her return tickets. It depends on the visa you're going to get, you're applying for. I'm sponsoring her return tickets. She's going to live at my home, which he's going to put the address there again. And I'm going to be responsible for her stay in Poland, throughout her stay in Poland, you know, things like that. And he's going to include his passport number, you know, and yeah, send those documents to you. Now he should, I don't want to talk down on somebody's company, but I prefer DHL. There was a company we used one time, and oh my God, it was stressful for us. The document traveled many countries for 1 month, something that was supposed to happen in a week or something, 1 whole month before it got to Nigeria. So I always recommend DHL. And that was the first time we ever tried it. Other times we used DHL. Now, when the document gets to you, this is when your husband is going to call the embassy again. Let him call. Don't make the mistake of being the one to call. Oh, Olubimi, thank you. She's telling people to give the video a like. You guys, you heard her. Like, follow us. Thank you. So, don't make the mistake of you as the person they are inviting to be the one to call the embassy. Don't. Because if you do, it's going to look like you're being desperate to go. It's going to be like you're the one doing these things alone, but you're just covering up like it's your husband that is doing it. You know, things, people can people can do things. So you wouldn't want to look like you're being desperate, you know, when you're applying for it. So let your husband or your partner be the one to call the embassy. You can send them email. They respond to email very fast. So if you call them and if he calls them and it doesn't connect, email is the fastest. So once he sends them email, he can send an email like, hi, my name is this, a citizen of Poland. Always put that citizen of Poland so that they will know, because they prioritize their the speed of the application when it involves the citizen, when it's family, you know. So I'm a citizen of Poland. My wife is this and this and that. I'm inviting my wife over to Poland for this duration of time. I would like you to give us an appointment for her to come to the embassy to submit her documents. And he should scan all those documents he sent to you and attach to this email, including your Polish marriage certificates, and send. They are going to respond very fast. Now, before your partner calls the embassy, make sure that all the documents are complete. Because if it is not complete, these people respond very fast and give you a date very fast. When, oh, Lubimi, thank you so much for the $2. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You are amazing. Thank you. So, you have to make sure that all your documents are complete before your husband calls the embassy, because they can call it today. I mean, he can call the embassy today. Hi, Chipo, you're welcome. Thanks for joining. So your husband can call the embassy today and they tell you, come in the next 3 days, come in the next 5 days, come in the next 7 days. How will you know, especially during visa process? Yes, you will do your best, but sometimes you can't control how things go. You might want to print something and your laptop does not want to print. It doesn't print it, and you start looking for where to print something, you know. So it's always better to keep all your documents ready before your partner calls. Now, when your partner calls or sends them email, whatever, they are going to either reply to his email and tell him to give them your phone number, or they are going to reply to his email and tell her to come in a certain date. They give you an appointment. Now, if they tell him to give your phone number to them, they are going to call you that day. That day, latest the following day. So be very careful and be sure that your phone is charged. Be ready with your phone. Be ready that they are going to call you. And when they call you, it's just going to be normal. Don't be nervous. They are going to, first of all, try to confirm if you are the person that has the passport. They are like, I would like to speak with, as for instance, Mrs. Esther. And when you say this is you, they'll ask you, what is your surname? Or they'll ask, when is your birthday, you know, something like that, to confirm that this is the same person. And when you give them information, they said, okay, that you're invited to the embassy to come and submit your document, and they're going to tell you the date you're coming. And it's not always far from that day. It's at least remember this, is not always far from that day. Now, thank you everyone for joining. Chamal Ne, welcome. Live with Self-Love, welcome. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it, guys. So when you are told to come to the embassy, if you don't leave, because in Nigeria, the Polish embassy is only in Abuja. There's no Polish embassy in Lagos. And I know that there are some African countries that don't even have Polish embassy. I think countries like Cameroon, they don't have the Polish embassy in Cameroon. So you must fly down to Nigeria to attend to your need. So you have to make sure that immediately they tell you, come at a particular day, you book your flights. Especially those that don't live in Abuja, you have to get an apartment or a hotel very close to the embassy so that you won't go late. One mistake people do, oh my God, you wouldn't want to be, because out there are cameras there, so you wouldn't want to get to the embassy and you remember, oh, I did not print my this, oh, I did not print this, oh, or going there late and be running around sweating and looking, oh no, please. So that's why I always emphasize on making sure that your documents are up to date. Hi, Dawesidemo, so glad to see you here. Welcome. Hi, Jen, thank you for the compliment. Hi, Dawesid, I think I'm seeing you for the first time in our channel. Thank you for joining. So once they tell you to come over, that is when, for me, I feel you should fill your form only when they tell you to come over. Now, when you're filling your form, there's this place where there are different kinds of people that wants to come to Poland. It is only when you want to apply for a Polish visa that you know that it's very difficult to get. In fact, it's very difficult to get a date. That is why they make it easier for family reunion, so much so that you guys as family, you don't need to wait online to book an appointment. But if you're not coming for family reunion, if you're coming for work, if you're coming to study, it's difficult to get a date. So when you're filling your visa form, try your best. Once you finish filling, don't click print. Only click print. Don't click any other thing apart from submit and print. Because if you don't click like that, when you go inside to submit, they are going to scan your barcode on the form. Once they scan it, it's not going to scan, because it will show that you don't have a date. People that click the other one, I've forgotten what the other option is. People that click that one are people that do not have a date, are people that are waiting to see if there's going to be an appointment date for them to get. Those are people that are coming to work, coming for school, and coming for tourism, So just print. So you won't have any problem. I know someone that had a problem with that, and it was such a mess. She had to go to and fro from the embassy. Oh my God. You wouldn't want to do that, because the place for printing is very far from the embassy. So for you to leave the embassy to go to print again, you have to look for taxi. And that road it looks like a residential area. Not a lot of taxis and stuff like that. And for you to walk there and come back, and the place is kind of hilly. So try your best to click submit and print or something like that, but there must be prints there. Now, when you do this, that is the only time your husband should call the embassy. Now, documents that you should submit. I know a lot of people talk about booking of flights. There's the lady that prompted me to make this video, because others have been sending it to me and I keep responding. And I'm like, this last lady that sent me the question, I was like, why don't I just make a video, or go live and talk about it, so that whenever somebody comes to me, I tell them, check the channel, you will see, because I need to give all the information all at once and know that I'm done with that. So this lady told me that she's meant to travel this December. She's meant to travel this December, and they wanted to book their flight. Whew. Guys, don't make the mistake of booking your flights before you get your visa. Even it's on the website, it's on the Polish website, that don't book for your tickets before getting your visa. Because there are some airlines, sometimes you might even make mistake and book a non-cancellation this thing. So what is needed is a reservation. So you go to, if you don't know how to reserve, hi Oba, welcome. If you don't know how to reserve flights, you can go to a cyber cafe or any flight, all these travel agencies, and tell them to reserve for you. Now, make sure that what you're reserving, the date you're reserving, is also the date you have put in all of your documents that you're going to travel to Poland. For instance, if you're traveling on 25th, don't book flights for 26. Don't book flights for 24. Book flights on that 25th that you're traveling. And make sure, it depends on your visa, the type of visa you're applying for, but make sure to make the reservation be a return ticket. Let it be return ticket. It shows when you're going, shows when you're coming back, depending on the visa you're applying for. Now, once you get that, another document that you need to get for yourself is your passport, which is necessary, and your national identification card. Just photocopy it. Now, I do hear some people say that they still want to submit their bank statement, but if your husband has written a letter that he's going to sponsor you, your bank statement does not even matter. So, but what you should do is go to your bank and collect what is called reference letter from your bank. Until today, I do not know the essence of that reference letter, but it's always needed. Reference letter, something to show that you are banking there, you have a bank that you've been banking. So if you're using maybe UBA, Access Bank, this thing, they're going to, when you just go to the bank, just say you need a reference letter to the embassy. They're going to draft the letter there for you. You're going to give them the exact address of the embassy. Make sure you give them the right address. So they're going to address it to the consular, and all those addresses there. So you need that. That is what you need. And which other document? You don't need your bank statement, like I said earlier. Also, to strengthen your application, you might need something like your home ties. Something like if you have a land, if you have a house, if you've been paying rent, you can also put your rental agreement. And what else? Things like that. If you have a business, you submit your business documents and stuff like that. Those are the documents you will be needing, when you're going to the embassy. Now, when the day comes for when the day for you to submit the document comes, guys, like I said earlier, try to go early, because something might just come up. So try to go early. Now, hi Olami, welcome. Oh, it's so good to have you here. Thank you for joining. So when you get to the embassy, for me, I always say, when you print out your visa form, don't put there's a place for you to put your signature. Oh, my love, thank you. So there's a place for you to put your signature, and there's a place for you to write place and dates. So I would say don't write that. When you get to the embassy, the security is over there. They're going to tell you what to write there. Olami says, how are you doing? Hope good. And your hubby? Yes, I'm fine, thank you. Husband is fine, but he's out now. So yes. So take the document to the embassy. Once you get to the embassy, outside there, the securities, they are going to try to help you out, tell you what to do, what to sign. They'll check if your document is complete. Now, if your document is not complete, they are going to tell you what is missing, that you should put it. And when you get to the embassy, first of all, there's a list where you have to go and check if your name is there. If your name is there, that means you have an appointment there. And the security will tick your name to show that you have come for your appointment. So you just sit down there and they're going to call people inside. Try as much as possible not to be moving around up and down, moving around, running here and there. And as a family member of a Polish citizen, you are not expected to pay the 160 euro. There's an amount that is expected of people that are coming for tourism, for students, for school, for work. There's an amount that they are meant to pay. It's on the site, but you as a family member, you're not meant to pay. During my time, I remember I told my husband we're not meant to pay. He said, go, take it down, go. And at the end of the day, I did not pay for it. So yeah. I mean, I put the money in my document and submitted, and they returned the money to me, said I'm not supposed to pay. I said, okay. So yes, you just sit down. Okay, let me say, just keep being yourself, and God Almighty will continue to bless and take you to the heights you want, and pray for my dear. Remain blessed. Thank you so much, Laomi. That means a lot to me. Thank you. So, when you get there, they're going to call people one after the other to go inside. And when it gets to your turn, they'll call your name. When you go inside, there's a place you have to sit down and wait for the first person that entered before you to come out first before you enter. So you sit down there and wait. Number one, don't be nervous. Just know that even if you don't get this time, you're going to get another time. Just know that you're not doing anything wrong, you know? So fill your mind with that. Try not to be nervous, because if you're nervous, they are going to think that there's something you're hiding, you know? And when you go inside, when they call you inside, there's a glass that demarcates you and the people inside. So you can't see the faces of the people that are inside. Sometimes you can only see their hands on the table, but just try your best to be yourself. They're going to ask you questions. Some of the questions include, why are you going to Poland? You have to answer why you're going to Poland. How long do you intend to be in Poland? You have to answer. Know thyself says, love your hair, smooth back, very pretty. Good style for the interview look. Ah, thank you. I just decided to do it today like that. Thank you so much. So they're going to ask you how long you're going to stay in Poland, and you'll answer. Now, all these questions they're asking you, they already have it on the document you've submitted. They've seen it, but they just want to be sure that, one, nobody filled that form for you. Nobody did all the processes for you. You did them by yourself. So try your best. In fact, if you're the one that did all this process by yourself, it's not supposed to be a problem for you to answer them. Now, Mavi says, hi, you're looking good. Thank you. Ofe said, should we go with our partners to the Polish citizen? Okay, you don't need to necessarily go with them now. I don't pray that you get rejected, but then if there's a rejection, the only safest option is to go with your partner. because most of the rejections, when it has to do with marriage, is probably because they don't believe it's real. So when they see your partner come all the way from Poland, they will believe that it's real. Sana says, you have my subscription from Mawa, Deve, and D from South Africa. Oh, thank you. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate you. Thank you, everyone, all our new subscribers. I see you guys. You guys just poured in from D. Thank you so much. Now, I stopped at where they're going to ask you why you're going to Poland, how many days you're going to Poland, where are you going to stay in Poland. So you must know that, you must know your partner's address. I mean, if you filled the form, if you were involved in the process, or even before then, you must have known your partner's address. So you put it, you tell the person. So for me, when they asked me that particular question, I just told, I said, where does your husband live? No, they mentioned his name. Where does Mr. Swavek live? I mentioned the city name, and they was like, okay, but I'm seeing another address here on the document. And I said, oh no, that's the house address. And I mentioned the house address. I said, okay. So I answered that, and they're going to ask you, what does your partner do? What is your partner's job? So you must know that at the back of your mind. And they're also going to ask you what you do in your home country, your job, your business, and you must answer that. And I think that's basically it. Sometimes they can go as far as, I'm just telling you the normal questions that are supposed to be asked. Now, if they want to go far, Lami says, and about your skin, my dear, it happened to me when I moved to the UK, but it's a thing of past because of the cream I used. Oh, please write down the name of the cream you used. And for me, I started using what was prescribed to me. Let's see how it's going to look like later. So they're going to ask you all those questions. Okay, no problem. Thank you. They're going to ask you all those questions, and those are like the normal questions they're supposed to ask. But now, if they want to go deep, for someone like me, because I got rejected the first time, I applied again the second time, and since they know that they had asked me all the questions I was supposed to, thank you. Since they know that they asked me all the questions they were supposed to ask me the previous time I came, they had to go more deep now. Asked me, what is the name of your mother-in-law? I answered. What is the name of your husband's father? I answered. Which part of Poland does your husband live in? And for Christ's sake, as at then I hadn't been in Poland, you know. I only knew the name of the city. I knew the house address. I didn't know where it is. And I hesitated because I didn't know what to say. And okay, someone says, what if you're unemployed? If you're unemployed, you should look for something that like home ties. Like I said, like house rent, to show that your rent, you know, you pay rent monthly and the rent is still active for the time, throughout the time you're going to be away. And if you have maybe landed properties, or for me, I submitted my property letter document as well, but I don't think it really meant much to them. I just think that if they want to give you, they would give you. I'm telling you, because the same things I submitted when I was eventually given the visa was the same things I submitted previously. You understand? So if they want to give, they are going to give. So then where did I stop? Yeah, they asked me my husband's mother's name. I answered. Father's name. I answered. The company. They asked me something about my husband's company. I answered. and asked for the address. I answered, said, okay. And when they asked me which part of Poland does my husband live, I mentioned the city. They said, I know. Which part? Is it north, south, east, or west? My eyes were red. I did not know what to do because I didn't know which axis is the city. And it just felt that, it just, like I said, if they want to give you, they'll give you. If they don't want to give you, there's nothing you can do. So, because I remember the second time I went back there, he also asked me, how long we've been married. Yes, they're going to ask you that. How long you've been married, you're going to say it. Or how long you've known your partner, you're going to say it. So they asked me how long we've been married, and I told them the truth. You must answer truthfully. So I told them the truth. And they were like, so you mean to tell me that your husband just came to your country and you guys just met and get married like that? That was a red flag to them. They felt like it wasn't real. So I said yes. And he now said, I don't know about you, but me, I wouldn't just see someone and get married to the person. My eyes were already red. Like, I already just knew that, listen, this thing is not going to work. They're not going to give me. So what broke the camel's back, because as he was asking the questions, I was answering them correctly. But he was just waiting for me to make one mistake with one question, and that will be the end. And that question was, which part of the city does your husband live? I mentioned the city name, and he said, I know. Is it north, south, east, or west? I said, I don't know. I've not been to Poland before. He said, choose. Is it north, south? I said north. He said, wrong. I'm done. Left. To show you that he just wanted you to be wrong, So he left. When I went out, my eyes were red. Someone asked me outside, please, how many passports did they collect from your passport photograph? I did not even know what to say. I said, I don't remember. So, yeah, lest I forget, you're going to also submit your passport photographs. It's better to go with 4, but I think they're going to collect only 1 from you, but it's always better to go with more than less, So I left the place. They did not collect my fingerprints, nothing. I left. Now, when you're done with your interview, they will give you a slip and tell you when to come back for your visa. They are going to say, come back for your passport on your social day. They will not say visa, so that you will not start thinking that you're going to be given the visa. So they will tell you to come back in the next 3 weeks. And then you leave. And tell me, I'm going to tell you guys that 3 weeks is going to be the longest 3 weeks of your life. You will not be able to sleep. I don't know about others, but for me, I was very anxious. I mean, with how the interview went, I just told myself it's not going to work. So when I came out of the interview, I told my husband, and he was like, even me, I don't know which part, which part our city is, So you have to go and wait for the 3 weeks, and then when it's time, you'll have to go back. Now, when the day for you to go back to collect your visa or passport, if they call your name inside, and when they hand you your passport and you see a white paper inside, sorry, that's a denial. In fact, once you see white paper inside your passport, just forget it. It's a denial. Someone said, will they interview you if you apply for tourist visa? Polish embassy interviews. They do. It doesn't matter. Hey, Adalili. Thanks for joining. You of all people know what I'm talking about. So once you see a white paper inside, yeah, it's the most heartbreaking thing. Once you see a white paper inside your document, folded inside, you know, like A4 paper, they fold it inside like this and put it inside your document. Just know that you have to apply again next time. So I'll give it to you, and I hope and pray you'll be given. So people ask me about what's this thing called? Appeal. People ask me about appeal. Now for me, I never appealed because you know, when you're doing something and you don't really have all the information, the right information handy, but what you get is different information from different sources, one contradicting the other, and this, we didn't know. Now, when my first was denied, I was asked to, a security there was like, you're married to their citizen, right? I said, yes. He said, don't worry, you'll be given, just appeal. So I said, how do I go about it? He told me to get a lawyer to appeal for me and stuff like that. So when I got home, I told baby about it, and he said, okay, let's pay him. He sent me money, told me to get a lawyer. I went, talked to a lawyer, and the lawyer was much more interested than the work. He didn't know much about it, I think. He didn't know much because it's better to use an immigration lawyer. So he didn't know much about it. So at the end of the day, I just said, let's just leave it and apply again. So if you're, God forbid, if you're denied, which I don't pray you should be denied. So if you're denied, if you want to appeal, you appeal. But from what I saw online, people were saying that appeal does not work like that, you know. So people don't get granted once you appeal. Some even said when you appeal, your document stays there for 6 months, which is a lie. So I did not appeal. And if you're meant to appeal, you just have to get a lawyer. The lawyer will intercede for you. You give your lawyer your reason for your lawyer will you give your lawyer all the reason you're coming here. In fact, every detail about your application. So he is going to intercede for you. Write a letter, address it to the embassy, and state the reason why you should be given the visa. And you are not just going to apply like that. Someone say, can you apply for visa after knowing the person for a few days? If the person has come to Nigeria or to your home country, you can apply. You can apply and try your luck. Really, because this thing is, nobody knows. You know, nobody knows. It's just like another person having defects of your relationship in your palms, in their palms. So you just have to back everything up in prayers. And if your partner has come to your home country, it is advisable 1000% that, oh, you guys have not met. No. For Poland, that I know, it only takes God's grace. I believe it's better for the person, you guys, to meet first before you apply, you know. So as I was saying, if you're trying to appeal, the lawyer will intercede for you, and you have to come with more documents to prove that, okay, you have, let's say, like ties back home, like family, your family is back home, you know, things like that, and appeal, and also pray to God. Because most of the times, especially in the Polish, I don't know about other embassies, but I'm talking about Polish now. Most of the times when they deny you, the reason for the denial is not elaborately told to you. Like, they just tell you a vague reason, like something like they are not convinced by your reason to go into Poland. Like, they are not convinced that This reason you're stating here, that's the same reason you're going to Poland. I mean, after you've submitted your marriage certificate, submitted relationship proof, pictures, everything. You know, sometimes people put chats. You know, I put chat at a point and I still was not given. So they could tell you reason like that. And also, they could also mention, and these are the two reasons they most of the times give. They are not convinced by your reason to for wanting to go to Poland. And the other reason is that they are not convinced that after the expiration of your visa, you're going to leave the Republic of Poland. So those are the two reasons they give to people many times. So when that is the reason, you just don't have a choice. If you're appealing, you don't have a choice but to just submit more documents, submit more home ties, submit, for instance, ties. It's just ties back home, you know. If you're working, I would suggest you put your payslip. You ask your company to give you your payslips for last 3 months, last 6 months, however you want it to be done. But if you're submitting your payslips, that means you're going to submit your employment letter. You're going to submit your what else? If you want to put your bank statements, if you don't want, trust me, those things does not matter. But like I said, if they want to give, they're going to give. Then once you finish appearing, once your lawyer does all those things, you're going to get the documents from your lawyer, attach more documents to it. And before I forget, as at the time you fill your visa form, the one that is, God forbid, now being denied, once you submit, there's a serial number that's going to appear on the screen. Is many. You have to screenshot or take a picture of it or write down the number, because during appeal you must include that number, so it's going to be easy for them to trace your application. So when your lawyer is done with all those documents, attach other documents and go. Book an appointment. Your partner is going to call. Oh, no, you don't need to book appointment for appeal. You go there and submit and go back and pray to God and ask God for your help for you. And under 14 days, you're going to get a feedback. Now, if your visa was approved, which I'm praying so much it is, because I know how depressing it can be. If you're denied, I know that it can take a toll on one's relationship. If you guys are not so strong, I know people that have broken up because of that. When your visa is approved, now is now time for you to come over to Poland. Now, remember the invitation approval letter your husband sent to you? Make sure that before you submit it to the embassy, you have duplicated it. Make 2 copies of it so that you submit the original at the embassy, and the duplicate, you put it in your hand luggage. Put all your documents in your hand luggage, because first of all, as you're entering from your home country, for instance, for me in Nigeria, when you get to the airport, the immigration are still going to interview you there. Now they are going to ask you, why are you going to Poland? How long are you going to be there? What do you do in Nigeria? The address of where you work in Nigeria. If you said you were working at the interview, your phone number, they're going to get it from you. And that's all at the immigration now. You'll go and wait for your boarding, for the time for you to board. Now, when it's time for you to board, there's a place where you have to go and show your boarding pass, your passport, to pass. And they're still going to ask again, why are you going to Poland? What do you want to do in Poland, And you also answer it as as real, as genuine as you just say the truth, and you pass inside. Now you fly over long flights and get to your point of entry. Now this also is it's different for different people. You might be lucky it doesn't happen to you. You might still be lucky, because I don't want to say unlucky. We are not unlucky. Things just happen. And it happens to you. So at the point of entry, they might fish you out, which I'm not saying they are going to. I'm just telling you it do happen sometimes. So they might fish you out and tell you, interview you again. What are you doing here? Oh my God. Why are you in Poland? You answer. They'll ask you for your invitation approval. They'll ask you for your insurance. You guys, before I forget, you have to make insurance and submit at the embassy when you're submitting your documents for visa. Don't forget insurance. I omitted that. You must do insurance for the duration of the time you intend to stay in Poland. So when you get to the point of entry, they're going to ask you, why are you here? Who are you? Where are you going to live in Poland? You must say the address of your partner. Who sponsored your trip? Who is sponsoring your stay in Poland? You're going to mention your partner if he's the one that is sponsoring it. They're going to ask you, how much are you with them? So it's always okay for you to carry money, especially physical cash, when you're traveling, because they're going to ask you how much you're with. It can be even 1,000 euro. It can be, I don't know if it can be 500, but from 1,000. Now, they are going to ask you, how much do you have? You show them, or you tell them. If they ask you to show, you show them. They are going to, they might want to check if the passport you're using is yours. They might want to scan you, look at your face, look at the passport, look at what they have, your information on this system, because they have your, as far as you apply for visa, they have your document, your information. So they check and check you, check and check, sometimes take a picture of you, and don't make a mistake to be on your phone there, because it's not allowed. And for me, I never knew. So for me, you guys that watched the video when I came to Poland, you guys saw that because of this check-in, they check. Okay, so I went to the airport in Nigeria many hours. I went for 3 p.m. and my flight was for midnight. So I was already tired from moving around, from going here, vlogging, doing this. I was tired. And for me, it's enough. I can't even sleep. Not to talk of sitting down on inside flight and sleep. It wasn't easy for me to sleep. So by the time I got to the port of entry, I was already tired. If you guys saw the video, oh my God, I was so tired. So while I was there now, they just called me to sit down somewhere, and they were asking me, why are you here? Who is going to sponsor your trip here? What do you do in Nigeria? What does your husband do? And then, so I mistakenly, because if I'm sitting, oh God, because I was feeling sleepy, and it was embarrassing to sleep in public. It was embarrassing to sleep in public, when nobody else is sleeping, So I just removed my phone. I was just scrolling through I don't remember what I was scrolling through on my phone, because there was no signals. There was nothing I could do. You can't call somebody, nothing. So I was just there fiddling with my phone. And then one of the officers was like, no, it's not allowed here. It's not allowed here. Give me the phone. I gave him the phone. And it was my husband's picture. It was only his picture that was on my home screen then. So I guess maybe they saw it. So now, they asked me for invitation approval letter, insurance, and marriage certificates, which I had, and my husband's data page. So I did not have my husband's data page, guys, because I did not know it would be asked. So I only have them in my phone. I only had my husband's data page on my phone because many times we were using it when we were applying for his visa, when I was applying, so I had it on my phone. So when they asked me for his data page, and if you guys know, it's even now that I no longer have pictures on my phone. On that my previous phone, I used to have pictures. I still have a lot of pictures because I like taking pictures. I used to like taking pictures. I don't know about now. Now vlogging does not allow me time to take pictures. So they now told me, give me your husband's data page. I said, I don't have it hard copy, but I can show you on my phone. They said, okay. And now scrolled my phone, scrolled and 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 scrolled. And the guy was like, if this person is your husband, the data page is not supposed to be that difficult to get. I said, as you can see, I'm only scrolling. I'm not touching anything. I'm only scrolling. So I'm looking for it because I have a lot of pictures on my phone. So he said, okay, there were two. So luckily for me, I saw it and I gave it to them. They confirmed it in the system or something. They even had to call Poland. And try to confirm some things. And I think they gave them positive feedback. So I waited. They still waited, took pictures of me. Oh, guys. So I was tired. They now, because I was wearing winter cap, winter jacket, everything, and okay, my clothes was turtleneck. So they kept on telling me, pull down your clothes, remove your cap. I removed, and they were just checking and checking and checking. So one thing, so you guys have to also pay attention. Don't be carried away. Because I noticed the person that was interviewing me tried a trick on me. He said, so is your friend outside waiting for you? I said, you mean my husband? Because I was like, I don't have friend. I don't have friend here. You mean my husband? He said, oh, yes. I said, yes, he's outside. And you see, that was like a trick for him to say, if I'll say yes, and he will be like, it's fake, it's not real marriage, So I told him, you mean my husband? He said, yes. I said, yeah, he's waiting for me. So after everything, they checked, they didn't see anything wrong. They gave me my document to move. Now, at the time they gave me my document, I already missed my flight. So why I'm bringing this story in is that just know these things. Know that it can happen. Know that if it happens, it's also normal. Just be prepared, Be prepared that you must answer whatever answer you gave them from the beginning. Stick to that. If something changed later, for instance, maybe your partner moved houses or changed address, maybe to accommodate you for, like, so that maybe, for instance, if you lived in a smaller apartment and wants to move to a bigger apartment just because you are coming, you can also tell them, yes, that this is where he was living before, but he has moved to a certain place. You give them the new address as well so that they won't think that you're lying or something like that. So yeah, and then you come over and move and come to, if Poland was not your first point of entry into the Schengen area, you join your connecting flight to Poland. If it is, they'll tell you welcome to Poland, and you come inside and you meet your partner. So that is all. I don't know what this human being is saying, but well, such is life. So yeah, guys, that is what happened. If you're applying for a visa, try your best to be positive. Put all the documents that you expect. Then, that I have said, then everything is going to come out well. Let me You guys, hold on. Someone is trying to be someone is trying to be crazy. I don't know who that person is. So that is it. If you guys have any other questions, you can ask me, then I answer. And we can discuss now. I wasn't really answering some questions because of I was narrating some things. So try as much as possible to... What benefit do you get by insult? I don't even know. It's all these fake accounts. I don't even know. But he's gone now. He's gone now. Those are fake accounts that likes to troll people online. It's one of those things when you put yourself out there, So yes, that's the information. Remember to put all your documents in the hand luggage. It's very, 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 very important. Now, the reason I said that, I think I told you guys already, the reason I said that you should make your marriage certificate too. You should make a copy of your marriage certificate, your Nigerian marriage certificate, is because if you guys are planning to visit your home country again or Nigeria again, you should try. They are going to ask you for it, especially if it is in the Nigerian embassy. They are going to ask for the Nigerian copy. I don't know why. Maybe because it's written in English. I don't know. So they are going to ask for it. Yeah. Guys, it's time for questions. Let's hear your questions. And if you guys have not met before, I don't think it's advisable to apply for the visa because it's going to make it look like no, you're lying or it's not real, it's not real relationship or something like that. So it's better the person comes first. Even if you guys do not get married, let him just come first, before you travel. I also know about some couple who got married in another country, but the wife is a Nigerian, and it was difficult for them. To get her visa many times. She even appealed, and it wasn't given. That's why I tell you guys that appealing does not mean that you'll be given. My God, I've been talking all this while. Hi, Jen. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. And now, when you come to Poland, the very first thing that's going to surprise you is the weather. Oh, especially if you're coming from a country like my home country that is very hot. It's always hot. It's very hot. And you're coming here. Oh, Jen said, watching from UK. Where are you live streaming from? Oh, I'm live streaming from Poland. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. So, if you're coming from Nigeria, it's always advisable you buy winter jackets when coming here. For me, my husband already brought winter jackets for me, and even when he was coming to the airport to pick me, he brought a heavier one to the airport. Because tell me why I just came outside and it was so cold. So cold, and they were telling me it's not cold. Oh my God. That was such an eye-opener. Also, when applying for the visa, you should try your best not to be the only one to do these things, because it's supposed to be the two of you doing it, so that you put your partner in the know. Because once you submit your documents, Jen says, nice meeting everyone here. It's nice to meet you here too. Thank you for joining us. So when you're submitting, when you're doing the process, let it be the two of you that's doing it. Because immediately you go to the embassy, submit your documents, get your interview done, your partner is going to be called and interviewed. Like, let's just say 3 days after, 3 to 4 days after, maximum 4 days after, they're going to call him. They're going to interview him as well. Who is coming to you? It's always, I think it's the border police that calls or something. Who is, are you expecting so person? You say, he will say yes. How long is the person staying? When is the person coming? Where is the person going to stay? You know, all those kind of questions, you know. They are going to really interview him. Don't be scared when they call, because it's a normal procedure. Even people that travel for work, for school, they also get called. Their employers get called. Their school gets contacted. So it's normal, very normal for your partner to be called. Even when you guys are in Nigeria and he went to the embassy with you to apply, they are still going to call him. They're still going to call him when he's in Nigeria. So you know, don't be scared. Don't be worried. Hi, Jen. It's nice to meet you too. Welcome to our channel. You guys, please, if you are here for the first time and you've not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. We are an interracial couple. We are in Poland. My name is Bwwm and my husband's name is Sławek. And we live in Poland. So if you like our kind of content, if you check our channel, you'll see a couple of contents there. If you like our kind of content and you enjoy watching them, click the subscribe button, because you don't know, maybe YouTube will not even suggest us to you anymore, and you will not see us again. So yeah, that is it. Hi everyone, thank you for joining. Let me know where everyone is joining from. Proszę. And if you have any other questions, you can ask me. Like I said, don't book flights, don't pay for flights until you have your visa. You can only make a reservation only. Because they even said it on their website. Because there's a high possibility of just saying no. But we hope not. Hi, Ateno, watching from Kenya. Oh, thank you. You guys are amazing. You guys are really amazing. Thank you for joining. We have people all over the world watching us. So guys, I have decided that sometimes I'll be coming online like this to explain these things according to Olubumi, watching from New York. Thank you. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for joining. So I've decided that from time to time like this, I'm going to be coming live stream like this to talk about this process, because I do hear that. I do hear people ask us most of these questions. We are going to talk about Rosemary. Rosemary says, hi, I'm fun. Where is your handsome husband? How are you? I like watching your content. Thank you so much, Rosemary. Excuse me, I'm drinking. Thank you, Rosemary. And this is the first time I'm seeing your comments. Thank you for enjoying our content. Thank you so much. We are glad to have all of you here. So I've decided that once in a while, I'm going to come online to talk about things like this, because we get a lot of questions on that. Live Life says, hello, watching from Botswana. Love you guys. We love you too. Thank you. So we get a lot of questions about the process and everything. I also, of recent, someone commented. Someone says, "Hi girl, you're so beautiful." Thank you. Thank you. So of recent, someone commented on our video and said that we should reach out to a certain couple that their visa was denied. Oh my God. That their visa was denied, that we should reach out to them. What the person does not know is that the people already reached out to us. And yeah. So there are also people that would want to have this information. That's why I decide that once in a while, apart from just posting content, I'll be sharing this insightful information so that it can help someone out there. We'll be talking about like dating apps to try. We'll be talking about how to know scammers online. We'll be talking about when to start, when to move from dating sites to talking on maybe WhatsApp or FaceTime or something like that. We'll be talking on a lot really. We'll be talking on how to know fake video call, real video call. We'll be talking on people from some countries that you shouldn't take them seriously. I will be talking on traits on people you should not take seriously on social media, on dating sites. We'll be talking on time wasters on social media. So it's going to be a lot we're going to do. Once in a while, I just come live streaming like this. By now, I would have posted a video because I post video every day by 5 p.m. and this is 5:38. I've not posted because I'm live streaming, and this is going to be our video for today. And any day I come live, I might not post. Sometimes I might post, sometimes I might not post. So the next content is going to come up tomorrow. Someone says, "You look very beautiful with this look." Wow, sorry, hello dear. Hi, Riyadh. Thank you, Riyadha. Thank you for the compliment. Yeah, I told them in their comment that your husband came to Nigeria to help process the visa. Yeah, he just came and we applied together, and it was a hustle, but we thank God. Saeed, welcome. Sayad, welcome. Thank you for joining. Oh, thank you for the compliment. You guys, thank you. So we are going to talk about a whole lot of things. Also, if you have some topics you would like me to talk on, you can also let me know so I talk about it. So for me, I have this experiences. I'm talking from experiences because most of the things I'm going to tell you guys are the things I have experienced firsthand. So I'm going to say them, what I experienced, what I've learned, what I've also taught other people, and it worked for them. So that's what I'll be doing from time to time. I come on live stream like this and we'll be discussing. So if you have topics, you can share it in our comment section, in the live stream, or in our Instagram. So, yep. You guys, how are you doing? How is the weather here? It's actually 5:40 here. And what's the time where you're watching from? You have any question for me? My husband is in the comment section. My husband is watching this because I know him. He's watching it. So if you have any questions, you can ask anything. I'm here. And you can also tell us the kind of content you would also appreciate. People mentioned prank. I'm here to decide on that because I remember the last time I did prank, it didn't really go down. In as much as we prank each other in real life a lot, but on screen you guys have a little problem with it. So Walim Mo says 6:41. Oh, you're 1 hour ahead of us. Where is that? Where is that? UK? Where? Someone says 1840 here. Okay, that they're 1 hour behind. Okay. So good to have you guys here. From Botswana. Nice. Oh, okay. You're always from Namibia. I always see your comments, but I never knew your country. It's good to have you here, and it's good to always have your support. Thank you so much. I see your comments all the time. This Walimo from Twalimo, I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name, well, Twalimo from Namibia. I see you comment a lot. Olubumi is always on the live stream. During premiere, she's always there. Thank you so much. 11:41. Okay, US. Okay. Mutsun says 16:41 in the UK. Oh, okay. Good to have everyone here. So guys, now that we are done talking about how to apply for visa for here, if you have other questions you'd like to ask me, then you ask me and I'll answer. The person that was trying to troll me, luckily I was able to block the person. By the way, we have an interview. We have an interview next week. We have, oh my God. We have, how many interviews? 1, 2, 3. We have 3 for now. We have 3 interviews we have to grant, and with time you guys will see it. So something is cooking by God's grace. Liz says, food, how did you adjust? Someone said, how have you settled into life in Poland? So Liz, I don't know if I've adjusted though, but I'm trying. So for food, I love Polish food. I love a few of them. And you know, my husband never used to cook before I met him. He only like serious cooking. You know, men, they can just eat anything and go, except maybe at the restaurant or something. So he doesn't really cook varieties of Polish food, but he cooks quite a few, which I have come to like. And I cook them as well. So, but most importantly, how do I put it? Should I say most dominantly? You guys will tell me if that is correct. But mostly, I cooked Polish food for my husband. I cook Nigerian food for myself. Because there's some Nigerian food my husband would, I don't think he would ever try. And there are also some Polish food I don't think I would ever try. Like, I might try, but not like I would, not like it's something I can just sit down and crave and want to eat, you know. But for me, I cook Nigerian food for myself. Some my husband eats, but some he doesn't eat, but he eats Polish food. So I would say that I have tried to adjust, because now I do sit down and cook Polish food for myself. So that's how I know that I've adjusted. I love some Polish food like pizza, the one I made for my mother-in-law. I enjoy it. Who would think that I like something like that? It's nice, it's tasty. And I love bigos. You guys already know that. I love cheese soup. My husband loves cooking cheese soup. It's delicious. Delicious, guys. Maybe one day when he's cooking, I'll show you guys. So I've tried to adjust a bit. Someone said, how have you settled into Polish life? So how I have settled into Polish life is, I'm still a work in progress, but I would say I have seen myself improving, because for someone who is an introvert, I am a very big introvert. You guys will not believe it because of the way you guys see me on the screen. But I also know that there's one popular actress in Nigeria. When I was growing up, she was most popular then. And I remember when she said she's a very shy person. And I was wondering, how can a shy person be acting in front of the screen, you know? But I would say I'm a very, very shy person. So sometimes we could be in maybe family gathering, and also I would say that significantly, language has been a barrier. In as much as I learned the language, I used to attend classes before, but now content creating will not allow me to concentrate. So, in as much as I learned the language and I have greatly improved, I should give that to myself. It still significantly influence my integrating into the Polish life, into the Polish society, you know, because I might know Polish, I might speak a lot, not a lot, I might speak with my teacher, I might speak with my husband, but when there is, when we have visitors come over, family come over, and everybody's talking, and you know when natives speak their language, it is very fast. And you that, when you know Jeme, you know Kobe, you know Jindobri, you know this, you know, you just hear one word and know, okay, I know this is what they are talking about. You don't know how to put, when they are talking a lot, you know very little, but not in full. And sometimes somebody cracks a joke and everybody laughs. I'm just like this. So then my husband, I'm very thankful to my husband, who always turns to tell me, we are talking about this now. And then he will explain, everybody will pause and wait for him to explain for me. And I'll now laugh my own laugh, my own laughter then. So that is how I have tried. And as for the locals, before when I came here initially, I used to, so because I told you guys I'm very, very introverted. So even in Nigeria, I never even used to say hi to someone or hello, or I just go like that. And sometimes, not like I do it intentionally, I'll just tell myself, okay, I must make sure that I start saying hello to people, you know. And even when, for instance, if you're going out in Nigeria and there's this one person that likes to say hello to you, and when he says, you reply. But then it gets to a point where I would feel guilty. Why do I always wait for him or her to say hello first, you know? Because I am not like that. So sometimes I'll just say, I must make sure next time I see this person, I must say hello first, you know? So it was like that for me back in Nigeria. So when I came here initially, I never used to say hello to someone. I just go like that. And you know, you guys, we live in a small town, so here life is not that fast. So it's easy for people to say hello to you, you know. It's easy for people to say hello to you and just go. So me, I was just going like that. So there's this girl that sent me a DM online, and she's actually from one country like that in Asia. So we were just talking about life in Poland. She's lived here for like 11 years or so. And I told her, because she said something about saying hello to people, I told her, I don't used to say hello. She was like, are you crazy? You need to say hello. You need to try to talk to them. I said, okay. So before, it used to be when people say hello to me before I answer. But now, when I go out, I say hello, they answer me. Some of them will smile at me. Some of them will stop to try to have a conversation with me. So it's easy. not so easy. I don't want to say easy, but it's better than before. That's what I should say. Someone said, I'm so sorry, I spoke for so long, I didn't read the comments. So someone said, I got into Afro introductions. It took me a week to run away. I met scary people. You don't have to run away, because trust me, Afro introduction is one place that I know that a lot of percentage of interracial couple met there. We also met there. So yeah, there, just like every other dating site, there are scammers there and fake people there, but you just have to sieve from the people that come and, and get yours. Someone said, I'm a Muslim girl, and how can I have a Muslim man? Have you tried, there's a dating site I know that is called Muslima. I think Muslima or something. So there are a lot of Muslim dating sites there. If you check Google, you would get them. I can also make a video on that if you want me to. So someone said, do you have people who can handle African hair, or you do it yourself? Thank you for this question. I love you for asking me for this question. For asking me this question. Because it's a hustle. So back home in Nigeria, it's easy for you to just walk in here to the salon, they wash your hair, set for you, braid neatly for you. But over here, I asked for someone to braid my hair, and the kind of people I saw, when I tell them to send me pictures of their job, I don't like them. These are not the type of hair it's the kind of style and this thing, but there's a way we make our hair in Nigeria very neat and strong and beautiful in the eye. But this one they sent to me looks like the hair I make for myself on my head by myself. So if I want a professional touch on my hair, I expect something good. But I didn't see it as at that time. But guys, I was able to book appointment for my hair. So very soon we are going to come with a vlog where I'm going to be making my hair. Expect that. My husband is taking me there. So I booked an appointment. I hope she doesn't cancel for me, because before I booked her, I already booked someone else. Before you know it, the person came back. So sorry, I won't be available on that day. I said, will you be available even throughout that week? Because that's the time we're going to have time for that. And the person said, no, she's not going to be available. I had to source for other people. And this other person that I got gave me a date, booked my appointment. I said, okay. Is it the following day? She came back. I'm sorry, I won't be available on that day. Oh my God. I told that she won't be available on that day, that I should look for other days. So she gave me dates that she'll be available. I just chose one date. I told her, please don't change again, because apart from these days, we're not going to be free for that. She said, okay, she's not going to change. So before now, I make my hair by myself. Like this one, I made it by myself just this evening. I wanted to come live stream. I said, okay, let me make. I loosened my hair by myself. I made that afro by myself. I loosened it by myself. I retouched my hair by myself. I made another twisting, long twisting the other time by myself. So I do them by myself. Hi, Mary John. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Someone said, how long have you been in Poland? Is it Mary John? Are you the one that asked me to make a video on this? How long I've been in Poland and what I've learned so far? Let me know if you're the one. So I've been here for like 1 year now. It's exactly 1 year now. I have been here. Someone said, don't worry about God. Don't worry, my God is with you all the way. Thank you. That's so wise of you. Not forgetting your culture, but also learning new dishes. Yes, yes. Hi, beautiful queen. Have you adjusted yet to extreme cold weather there? Yes, so I learned my lesson the hard way. And yes, guys, I am fine now, finally. Whew, I am fine now. So that video you guys watch, I made it some time ago. So I am fine now. I no longer have back pain. Thanks to God. So let me even tell you guys what I did. It wasn't even something serious. It was when we got back home from that day, we took the x-ray result to the hospital. When I got back home, I remembered back in Nigeria that I had cold like that, and my older sister used extremely hot water. My sister is strong. Hot water in the bathroom and was pressing down my back, and then when she presses one place, it will move to another place like that, like that. So I now remembered. I said, okay, I had to use very hot water inside that heating pad. Very hot water. That's how um the thing left. And now I have now realized that even if I'm inside the house, I should wear things like this. When I visit people and I see them wear things like this in the house, the heater is on. Why are you wearing this weird jean at home? I used to feel suffocated until when I had this cold. I now understand. So yeah, I'm fine now. Oral says, hey, I feel so bored right now without my husband. He left the house for some job. And may I ask a question about how your life without your husband? I just want to know how it feels for random people. I totally understand you. Trust me, I totally understand you. So my husband travels around a lot. A lot. I'm not even going to lie. He travels around a lot. So before, it used to really affect me, but now that I've started, someone told me, someone said, if you're depressed, it means you're not busy. If you're busy, there's no chance for you to be depressed. So now that I started taking content creating very seriously, like creating content every day, editing, and I don't even have time to feel bored and lonely. And one thing, some other couple that knows me personally, they always tell me, I like your kind of relationship. You guys will even miss each other more. You guys will wait for it the day you guys are going to meet again. It will look as if you are still boyfriend and girlfriend. It will look... And me, this was me that was complaining before. I was like, oh, I miss him. So when everybody I know kept telling me, oh, they envy me, I was like, wait a minute, is there something I'm missing? So yes, you should try your best to fix in something in between, something that will look for a reason, look for a reason to do something, so that every time you wake up, if your husband travels out, if he's the type that goes for like a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks without you guys seeing each other, look for something that you enjoy doing and do it. Let something motivate you to do that thing, so that it will help you. It will help you not stay bored. It will help you not get depressed. It will just help you grow. It can be anything: online course, hobby. For someone like me, it's content creating that is helping me. If not, now, for instance, if my husband is not around, as we're talking on, because we're constantly on call, as we're talking on video call, I'll just tell him, baby, please, I need to edit. Oh, baby, I want to create content. I was creating content and you called me. He said, okay. This was me that was like, why didn't you call me? I called you, So if you have something that keeps you busy, look for something that will keep you busy, that you enjoy doing. You'll like it. Someone says, do you have hobbies that keep you going? Oh, so I wouldn't call it a hobby. It's just YouTube that I like doing. I love doing YouTube. I love doing it. And that's I don't want to say hobby. So that's what I love doing, just creating content. Apart from that, there are some other hobbies I used to have before. That's dancing, like dance school, dance academy. I used to love that a lot. But in my cities, I don't think someone said they're going to introduce me to one, but so I'm still waiting on her on that. Hans, you're always commenting and complimenting us. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Hans. Welcome to the live stream. So Nora says, you're a glowing girl. May God continue to bless your marriage. Please, we are waiting for more live stream, especially how to keep the conversation going and exciting after moving away from the app. Oh, okay. Maybe can I talk about this briefly? And another time I would bring more updates. So when you say, especially how to keep the conversation going and exciting after moving away from the app. Okay. So when you move from the dating site to another platform, it can be WhatsApp, it can be Instagram, it can be Telegram. But for me, WhatsApp is better, I don't know, because it's easy to communicate there. So you have to put in the same energy you did put in before. And I'm not saying you should be the only one to carry the relationship on your head, but just try your best to put in the same energy, especially if the other person is also putting in the same energy. You can try things like virtual dating. When I and my husband were long distance, even as at that time we had met, but it was still long distance, and I was waiting for my visa and stuff like that. It was after my visa was denied, I think. No, I didn't apply for visa then. It was Valentine's Day, so we decided to go. I'm just so glad that my husband just accepts my craziness. So it was Valentine's Day, and I was like, you know how it can be in Nigeria now. This one will snap a picture. Dinner date with Boo. I was like, wait, so we should just also do something. It doesn't matter if it is long distance or not. So I now told baby, what do you think? What are we going to do for this Valentine? And he was like, oh, Nora, you say you have your pen and paper, no problem. So my husband was like, maybe I send you something and you just get some food you eat, or get something, whatever you want to eat. I told him, instead of doing that, because he was suggesting he gets something here and eat at home, and I eat at home and we talk. I said, okay, instead of doing that, why don't we go, you go to a restaurant, I go to a restaurant, and we vlog and we do as if it's an actual date. Oh my God, I won't forget that day. So, and he was like, really? I said, yes. He said, okay, let's do it. So then he went, barb his hair. He went to the salon, barb his hair. Me, I started preparing, because that we did our YouTube then. So we vlogged. I would tell my husband to make videos of whatever he's doing for me, and then I make here too when I was in Nigeria, and then we combine the clip together. So when he went to the salon to cut his hair, he had made a little vlog, and me, when I was dressing up, doing my makeup and everything, I was just vlogging, you know. So then I had called my neighbor. Then I had a neighbor, because I was living alone, so there was nobody I could bring. My best friend lived very far from me. So I told my neighbor if he could join me to the place that this is what I want to do. I'll just get him maybe food, order something for him or something like that. But I just need someone that would record me there. And he said, okay, that he doesn't have any problem. I said, okay. I did my makeup, dressed up. I looked so good. Dressed up, and then the guy followed me to the restaurant I went to, and he recorded me. And you know, when I got there, I ordered my food, ordered for the guy as well, and my husband too was there. And actually, my husband finished before me. as the normal tradition. So my husband finished before me, and he was waiting for me, driving around, waiting for me to finish before he gets to the restaurant. So when I finished, I got to the restaurant. We ordered food. We were talking. We were laughing. He was, of course, making me laugh and talking about remembering how we met, how it's going to be when I come over, things like that. So in as much as you might not be a content creator, you can do that, but don't record, since you're not a content creator. But us, we did it and we enjoyed it. And for one thing about me is that apart from just creating content, I love it so much when I make memories and much later I watch it again. You guys will not believe how many times we watch our old videos. So yeah, you can do that to keep it going. Of course, if your partner is open-minded enough to want to do that. Another thing you can do is, I don't know if you have someone that is in the same country, a close person that is in the same country as your partner and is willing to help you out. So you guys can exchange gifts. You get someone to order something in Poland. It can be when he's at work. You order something like maybe lunch or anything and send to his office, and he can do same with you. And you guys can play online games. You can play truth or drink or truth or dare, depending on which one you want. You can do karaoke. There's this karaoke app we used to use. Oh my God, I've forgotten the name of that karaoke app. So you can use the karaoke app. You guys sing together, sing your favorite song. You can create a playlist on YouTube where both of you put your favorite songs. I know of a couple, but then they were in long distance. I know of a couple where they had a playlist like that, and when it's time, the man will call the girl, or the girl will call the man and say, let's listen to the song. And they'll say, okay. They'll just be on call and say, okay, play now. And they play and they listen and they liked it. And then you guys can watch a movie together. Netflix has this program where people can watch the same thing at the same time, and I think still be on video call. Yes, I've seen that before. I don't know if it is still there. You guys can do that also. Yeah, and there's this game again. There's this game you guys can also play. Like, you can snap one random thing. Someone says, I wish I'm your neighbor. I'm just seeing a comment now. So you can snap one random thing. For instance, okay, let me use this. So for instance, this is a cup, and you snap only this place and show your partner and tell your partner to identify that thing, and he will try to guess what that is. That's also a game you guys can play, And apart from just playing games, you can also do 20 questions. You sort out questions you want to ask. You're asking these questions not just for the fun of it, but because you want to also learn more about your partner. Things like childhood trauma, things like how their growing up was, things like their relationship with their mom, their family, things like where he sees himself in future, things like his religion, things like his first crush, things like where he went to high school, things like, there are a lot. So you can ask all those questions. When you have your spare time, you write down those questions, because sometimes you might forget them. They don't really come in handy like that. So you write down the questions, and when it's time, you guys start asking. Again, this is possible with a partner who is also very much involved in the relationship, because relationship has to do with how much you pour into it. You don't just sit down, okay, Okay, you don't just sit down, oh, I was on the dating site looking for someone, finally I've seen someone, please let me rest. No, it's just like marriage. That's when the real job comes in, how you're able to keep it going, you know, because truth be told, when they're on dating sites, they don't talk to one person. So if eventually you meet someone, there's going to be a high possibility that there was somebody they were talking to before they met you, or if you guys have not decided to leave dating site, like to delete the dating site, there might be a possibility that another person could DM your partner, or your partner can DM another person, and just trying to see, as far as you guys have not met physically before, can just try to see how another person, how to see how they are connected to them. So you can just put in the work, you know, as far as, like, I still remember, I still say it, as far as he also is trying to put in the work as well. So yes, you can do that. For me, I was really, so for me, I was really the brain behind all those creativity, because what's my husband's business? He just wants to get married. Well, not all these things you're telling me, you know, especially as at that time. So I would come up with game, you know, we'll play game, talk on long calls, you know, it's it's like that. You can just look up games, especially games, because it can be very interesting with games. There are also educative games as well. There are a lot of, if you check Google, check online games, you'll see. If you want me to do a video on that, I will definitely do a video on that. Those are 2 videos, right? One, how to keep it going. Two is what? 2 is my life in Poland, how long I've been in Poland, and what I've learned so far. I think there was another one. I don't know if I remember. So yes, that is it. Guys, is there any other question before I go? If there's no other question, I go. But if there's another question, I am here. I have editing to do, but then I'm here. You're welcome, Nora. Actually, my best friend's name is Nora. I don't know if she's watching here, but she's always there supporting me. So that's my best friend's name. You have my best friend's name. Nora Nwosu. Is this a Nigerian name? Sounds like an Igbo Nigerian name. So, guys, where are you? It's only Nora that's talking. Where are you guys? I and Nora, we are the only people talking here. Someone says, you have a man. I don't understand what that means, Caden. Caden Brown. If I have a man. I have a husband. Guys, what do you think about this, my hair? Oh, Nora. Yeah, the name sounds like an Igbo name. Okay, you're a Nigerian. Thank you for always supporting me. I see your comments many times. I'm a Nigerian by blood, by everything. Nigeria, my country. Someone also asked me, okay, it's not here. Okay, someone asked me if we've been to Nigeria since I came here, but no, the person is probably a very new person. But no, in as much as it's our dream, but unfortunately we cannot right now for many strong reasons. We're not permitted to for now. So what else can one do? Let's talk in the comment section. What else can one do to strengthen long distance relationship? I mean, apart from anything not moral. because there are lots of people that go through that and they don't know that it's not good. Someone said it's easy for you to study in Poland. Liz, are you asking if it is easy for one to study in Poland? Yeah, there are a lot of African students here. Most Africans that are here, they are either students or they came as students. And then when they're done studying, they decided to work here. I know some students, friends, Nigerians that are students here. So you just the most difficult part is getting visa appointment date to come here. As far as it's not family, having visa appointment dates is not easy. There's always almost no dates. They said, I heard that it's like a raffle draw every week. Is it every week or every month? They will just randomly pick someone and give a date. So that's the most challenging part of coming here. And then there are a lot of scholarships here as well. Scholarships for school, for studies. There's many. And I do hear some people work in factory. There are a lot of factory jobs here. I don't know if it is a lot, but many people that I know that are working mostly work in the factories. I saw one guy from Cameroon. He works in a factory in this our city. So he said there's an accommodation for them and they pay them good because the accommodation is provided. So I think the salary is good since the accommodation is, I think, free. I don't know. But he said they are providing the accommodation. And the salary he told me was okay for someone who is not married. Ndam Bobby Favor, welcome. Thanks for joining. So yeah, I also do hear that most companies hire people from Facebook, because in Poland here, people mostly use Facebook. In fact, Facebook is most popular here. So most companies hire, most people that want to work reach out to companies on Facebook and stuff like that. So you can try that. And some people do nanny works here as well, taking care of kids per hour, and you're being paid. They do that as well. The other day I saw some ladies doing that, two ladies, each of them carrying kids. And they told me that. So yeah, it's easy to school here. The hardest part is having visa appointment dates. Guys, is my voice audible now? Because you guys always say you don't hear me in when I'm recording videos. I want to know if it is audible now. I need to know why you people don't hear me when I'm vlogging. Plus that microphone. Nice to meet you. Hey Micah Roberts, Facebook is going face a lot scam. Yeah, there is a lot of scam there. There's a lot of scam on Facebook. That's what I heard, but have not really tried. So Liz, you can hear me well. I hope you hear me in the vlogs. You know, so I'm always, my voice is always small. So especially when I'm doing something, I'm concentrating. I noticed that thing about my husband. And, you know, sometimes when we're vlogging, like the video I'm going to post soon, he made cake. Hey, baby. I see you. So he was, we were vlogging, and I put a camera on his face, and he was busy doing it. I told him, say something. Why are you so quiet? He said, because I'm concentrating. I now remember that if I wanted to speak my native dialect now, I now remember that me, when I'm also doing something and recording, I don't, sometimes I forget to talk. Sometimes even if I talk very low, and my voice is inside, and I think that's when you guys don't hear me. So yeah. Christian says, Church. Hi, Christian. Thanks for joining. This looks like a Polish name, and he's saying Church, so maybe that's a Polish person. How many Polish people do we have here? I will see you guys in the comment section. Thank you for joining. So sometimes I always forget to speak up. You know, when back in school, I remember, because I always tell you guys, I studied theater arts. So, you know, in theater, your voice must be loud, especially with the inside the theater is very big, and you are on the stage and you must project for the person at the extreme to hear you. I used to have that problem speaking loudly, and I was even thinking that I've overcome speaking slow, very low, not knowing it's still there. How do I do this? Christian says, how are you? Yakshe match. Christian, dobrze. Yakshe match means how are you? Fine. He said he's Polish. He's from London, but originally from Poland. Nice to meet you. Dobrze, dobrze. So I guess you're joining us from London now. I'm here in Poland. Guys, so something happened. You guys must have heard me mentioning in my vlogs. Christian says, I'm happy you have a Polish husband. Oh, thank you. He's in the comment section. Yeah, there he is. He has just replied. Look at him smiling. You're beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, I'm also very glad that I'm with a Polish person. Being with a Polish person has opened my mind to things like things like I never knew is possible, you know? Things like I never knew that you can get in a relationship. Like, for instance, respect, love, someone taking you as you're like very fragile. I don't even know how to put it, but it's amazing, really. I don't know if all Polish men are like that, but he's a sweetheart. Christian said, I also want to find a black woman, but it's hard in London. Oh. But there are a lot of Africans in London, and even in my live stream, there are a lot of single ladies here. Just locate one and say, hey, African girl, you like what you see? I'm joking. But yeah, there are a lot of single ladies in the comment section here, so who knows? Okay, Nora, take care. Thank you for joining. Okay, Live Life says, let's talk about makeup. Do you have products like foundation for melanin skin? So the makeup I'm using are the ones I bought in Nigeria before I traveled. I've not run out of them yet. But I'm thinking so much that it's going to be very difficult to get. Exactly. But in cities like Warsaw, it might not be that difficult. Excuse me, I'm sorry guys, I'm drinking a lot. So Also, in cities like Warsaw, it's not going to be difficult like that. And also, we have African stores where they sell things like that as well. So, if you live in the bigger cities, it's not going to be a problem. And for me, I've not really tried to buy makeup before, but there was a time I came across most of the things I buy online. So there was a time I came across somebody talking about tinted moisturizer. So I thought I would try. So one day we went shopping and I saw it. The me that I've not bought makeup here before forgot that I'm in Poland. So um I just saw one tinted moisturizer. I grabbed it. I didn't check the color. I didn't check anything. On my way back, I just said, okay, let me try. And I opened it. It wasn't my color. So, and that was not a cosmetics store. So it's also it's not really out of place not to see an African skin tone there. So Liz says, do you like exercises like walking or stretching? Yeah, I take walks a lot. And as a matter of fact, there's a video I made where I was taking walks, you guys will see it. I was taking walks and how people were reacting to me and how people were relating to me while I was taking walks. So I'm going to post it. It's on YouTube Studio. So of all the things, I love taking walks. That calms me, that refreshes me, especially when I drop my phone at home. That refreshes me. It's like therapy for me. That's the right word. It's like therapy for me. It's so calming for me. So I like taking walks a lot. So Beaching says, hello, Mfon. Hi. I'm surprised you guys know my name because our channel is not our name. So Ndam Bobby says, you're in America. No, I'm not in America. Christian says, how is life in Poland? Life in Poland is good. Life in Poland is nice. For me, it's okay. But, you know, of course, there's going to be difference now. Like, people are more they are not really the type that will say hi, chatty like that. No, but it's okay. It's nice. And I also noticed that people in Poland don't joke with their culture. They don't joke with Poland. They love Poland. They love Poland, which is something very amazing. Someone says it is a nice name, of course, some fun. Yeah, thank you. So yes, guys, we're thinking about, should I tell you guys? I don't know. So what do you guys think? We are thinking about changing our channel name. So when I started the channel, I was always vlogging. I had a previous YouTube channel that I lost. So when I met my husband, I told him, listen, I'm a YouTuber. I'm going to open a new one. Bobby, are you in Poland? So when I opened, I was just, if you guys remember that initial time, those that started with us, you would notice that I used to change name every time, So when I used Interracial Sweetheart, I just said, okay, let me just keep it there. And my husband loves it. Live Life says, ask Christian how old he is. Asking for a friend. Live Life. I know you're asking for yourself. You're not asking for yourself. You're asking for yourself. So, Christian, your attention is needed. Christian, someone is asking, how old are you? I'm thinking it's a lady. She heard when you said that you're looking for an African lady, but it's hard to find. So the person might be interested. So if you would like, you tell us your age. That's what she wants to know. So yeah, I stuck with Interracial Sweetheart, and over the time, I don't want to say over the years. Another person says he should also put a photo. So, over the duration of the time we've been here on YouTube so far, we have stuck with Interracial Sweetheart. But we've always had people ask us. I remember initially that first time one of our videos went viral. A lot of people kept complaining that they don't know our names. They don't know our names. And I do hear other YouTuber interracial couples telling me that I should change our channel name to our names, that it will be easier for people to reach us, it will be easier for people to connect with us, you know. And a lot of them used to tell me, and I didn't really have any reason. I had a reason, actually. I didn't want to use our names initially. I really had a reason for that. But now that reason it was not valid then, and it's no longer valid. So recently, someone commented on our video and said that we should change our names to the channel name to our names. That it would also help our channel to grow. It will help people to recognize us easily. That Interracial Sweetheart is too long and stuff like that. I said, okay. So what do you guys think? You guys are not even thinking about me. You guys are not even answering me. All of you are following Christian. All of you want to know Christian's age. Christian, come and tell us your age. Let's see. Someone says, ask Christian. Okay, I read that. Someone said he should put up his photo. You people should. People should leave me up. So, Dan Bobby says, I have one of them. I don't understand what you mean. Are you married to a Polish or you're... I don't understand, Favor. You can tell me more on that. Gitu, hi, welcome. Okay, Liz. Liz, you're very supportive. You people, do you see this Liz? She used to watch our videos. I know you guys watch, but there is no way. There was one day, Liz, many people would do this as well, but of recent, Liz would watch this video, Lizzie would watch this video, drop a comment, and then like an hour later or so, she would watch another one, drop comments, another one. For many hours, she was just binge watching our videos a lot, which I'm so thankful for. Okay, someone said, I'm not... I knew you guys would say this. Olubumi says, I'm not sure you should change name, just my opinion. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Anyway, we're going to make a video on this and you guys will decide. Okay? The majority is what's going to carry the vote because we're not so many on the live stream now, but we'll just make a video on that. Whichever team wins, the one that says we should change our names to our names and the one that says we shouldn't change our names, whoever wins, and we're going to do that. Okay? Live Life says, I think keep the name, but when you make introduction, mention your names. It is a nice name. Oh, thank you. Mark! You guys, this is the person that did the song for us. Mark Fati. Fati Mark. This is the song you guys have been liking and liking. This is the person that made the song for us. Mark, I don't have your new WhatsApp number because I changed my WhatsApp. I don't have your new WhatsApp number. I actually deleted my WhatsApp mistakenly. So I tried to reach you again since I started using the song to tell you that people have been commending you on the song you made for us. But then I remember there was a time a message popped up from you and you said that you're changing your number, but I did not save. I did not even open. We were on the road. So now that I posted the song, people were commenting. I wanted to come and tell you that, man, people really like the song you made for us, but the message did not go through. So thank you so much, everyone. This is the brain behind this song. This is the brain behind this theme song on our channel, Fatima. It's so good to have you here. Mark has been supporting us from way back, from when we were in long distance. No. And he's actually married to, he just recently got married to a Ghanaian lady. He went to Ghana and he was having fun. Thank you so much, Mark. We really appreciate you. Gitu says, you are very happy. You look very super. Thank you so much, Gitu. You need to thank me and my hobby too. There is no day and time we don't watch your videos. Allow me. Oh, thank you so much. God bless you. Oh, you said you watch from US, right? Thank you, allow me. You guys are really amazing. When I see people watch us like this, I'm like, okay, there's somebody that likes me. Thank you so much, allow me. And everybody, Jen says, wow, he's an amazing singer. Thank you. Yeah, he did a great job with that song, really. And you guys should tell me, should I continue using only the song in the background, or I should sometimes mix other songs? The thing is that initially when he told us he made a song for us, by the way, guys, there was a time he made a poem for us. I'm not even kidding. He made a poem for us. It was so good. So initially when he sent me the song, my plan was to just do some sort of montage, like some montage, so that before our video starts, we play the montage with the song for some time and before the video starts. But then I'm not really a fan of montage, so I just said, okay, let me put it inside the video. So tell me if you want us to be playing it always in the video like that, like in the background, lower the volume and it just plays in the background, you know. So Liz says, the song is so sweet. I'm even singing it alone. We love it. And Live Life said, hey Fatima, nice song you made. I watch you all the time, and just because I don't comment, I tell you, oh, thank you, allow me, thank you. I appreciate everybody, really. Okay, Fat Mark says, I can message you. Yes, Mark, please message me so I can have your new number again, because I did not get it. You look very super. Thank you, Gitu. Okay, Fatima says he can write one for some of our followers. Oh, that would be great. Thank you. I think is a idea change name. Oh, okay. Someone says I can change name. Majority will carry the vote. Thank you. Allow me from UK. Okay. Gitu, where are you watching from? This Gitu Rashish sounds like an Indian name. Let me know if you're watching from, if you're an Indian. Live Life says, we always watch, just that I cannot comment while watching on TV. Okay, I get it now. Thank you. Laumi says, I love that song. I love it. Me too. That song is nice. Yes. Marbel says, love your content. You look beautiful. Thank you, Marbel. You're always in commenting and watching. So Gitu says, yes, I am Kerala. Does it mean you're from India? Like a city in India is Kerala? I don't understand. But that your surname. In fact, your two names sounds like an Indian name. I used to watch a lot of Z-World, so when I see an Indian name, I can suspect it is. So, guys, you guys must have heard me saying in one of my videos that filming outside is, you know, especially if I'm still trying my best to be bold enough to really film outside. Oh, okay, Mark, I've seen your message. Thank you. I'll reply it. So, I used to, I'm still getting there to like really film outside. So I said that I was going to get, I mentioned in the vlog that I was going to get a camera, all this very small camera, so that even when I film outside, it doesn't really attract attention. It doesn't really attract attention to me a lot, because you know, when people see you holding phone like this, it's kind of really attracts attention. But if you use the very small camera, you know, it doesn't attract attention. So okay, Gitu says, yeah, India, you come, okay? Me too. Okay, I think you're from, yeah, you said it's India. Okay. I knew it's, the name sounds Indian. So few days ago, I think 3-4 days ago, at night, I was just looking at cameras because I wanted to get either, so my dream camera, Lover of Life says, hey madam, you look good with your partner. Blessings. Would you mind sharing your age gap? No. So sorry, we don't put our age online and stuff like that. There are some things we don't put online. That is part of it. So like a few days ago, my dream camera, actually, from very before, was Insta360. I love their products. Lucy Paul says, so pretty. Fun, you guys are one of my favorite couples here. I tap your blessings, beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. Fatima says, Mfon and Swavek deserve the song, as they are the best. God bless you, Fatima. Gitu says, so beautiful. Lip combo. Okay. So I was trying to say, so my dream camera had always been Insta360. Now, Insta360, and most of the times when I see, because I was following them since some years back. So I was following them on Instagram. I don't know whether some years back, very few years back, is it 1 or 2 years back? So I would follow them on Instagram and I would see content that people are using their camera. I always like, one day I'll get this camera, one day I'll get this camera. So a few days, some time ago, I used to tell you guys on the channel that I would like to get a camera so that it would be easy for me to vlog outside, all those very small cameras, so that it would be easy for me to vlog outside without really attracting attention to myself. Never forgetting that I'm an introvert, I don't like attention. So some other YouTubers suggested GoPro. Some suggested, I actually wanted to go with GoPro because of the main reason I'm going. My iPhone camera is so good. But the main reason I wanted GoPro was because of the very small size of it. So, as at the time, I started thinking about camera. Oh, you always tell me your name, God. Hi, beautiful. Do a video doing your makeup. Oh my God. Okay, I will. Thank you. So when I started thinking about getting a small camera, I didn't even remember that my all-time favorite camera brand is Insta360. So one day, like 3 days ago, in the evening, I just told my husband, I showed him GoPro and I asked him, where do you think I can get this camera in Poland? And he was sleepy. It was late, and I was like, let's talk about it tomorrow. I'm sleepy. I said, okay. He slept. And you know, he always wakes up earlier than me. So when I woke up, and he told me, I've ordered a camera for you. I was excited, but it was a mixed feeling. I was like, yeah, thank you. But I didn't know if he knew exactly the type of camera I wanted, because I know that when I showed him the one I wanted that time, the GoPro, I wanted that time. He said, you want GoPro? I said, yes. He said, why that? And then he now said, okay, let's talk tomorrow about it. Only for me to wake up. This man had ordered camera for me, you guys. But before I show you, I'll tell you the backstory. So the camera arrived. It turns out that someone said, I really enjoyed when you speak. Thank you. So it turns out that he actually ordered Insta360. And Insta360 was my dream camera, like I said. But when you choose a camera as your dream camera, you need to not just watch the clip people have shot and edited and put the transition and everything. You should also look at what type of area that type of camera is good for. Is it outdoor camera? Is it indoor camera? So my husband ordered it. It arrived. I opened. I checked. Man, guys, it's not an indoor camera. The one we got is not an indoor camera. And from the research I also made, it's mostly for skiing, like mountain, like biking kind of camera. And me, I wanted something that if I'm vlogging, most times I hold phone like this while I'm vlogging. So it's easier for me. But when I flip the camera over and it shows the house, it's perfect. But when I flip to my face, almost like, anyway. So we are hoping that I've packaged it back. I had tore the carton, but I've packaged it back because I'm hoping that they'll collect it back. It's not up to 14 days yet, but we have 14 days return policy. I hope they'll take it back and refund the money so that I have now decided that I want to take DJI Osmo Pocket 3. If they accept this back. If they don't accept this back, you guys will just be seeing my face like that. So yeah, that was sweet of him to get it for me, and then pray for me that it arrives. I packed it yesterday. Tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow is Monday, so I'll return it. So yeah, Mabel says the small one you're explaining, I think, is DJI Osmo. It's actually good. Also senses motion. The quality is good too. Yeah, so the very small one I initially thought about getting was this this very popular. I just mentioned it a few minutes ago, but I've forgotten. So it's actually very small, like this. Yeah, so that is the one I thought about getting. But then after I got this one, I don't know, I feel like maybe it's the settings of this one that I don't know properly, because I've watched some YouTube videos, tried to look for the settings and everything. The settings is good when you're showing the other view, but when you turn to your face, you don't like it. And I don't want something like that. Also, the reason I've decided to go with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is because of the motion. So, when you're filming, you carry camera and take here and keep and do. No. I want the one that once you keep the camera here and it will turn and follow you. So, yes, Mabella, yeah, DJI Osmo Pocket. Yeah, that's the one I want to buy. Live Live, yeah, that's the one I want to get. Only if they accept this one back. If they don't accept this one back, I'll just use this and maybe get my husband's cousin really knows much about camera and stuff. Maybe he'll help us set and it will be okay for my face. If not, I'll just use my phone. So yeah, that's the short story behind this. This is what happened a few days ago. I was actually very happy, but the camera is very small and fine. And I'm like, if this one is this small, because I checked online, actually this one is bigger than the other one I wanted to buy. But if this one is this small, that means the other one is very small, and I can't wait to have it so I can film confidently in public without thinking people are looking and looking. No, because that one, as you're holding, people, it's not so easy for people to really notice it. So yeah, DJI Osmo Pocket 3 creator combo, because the creator combo comes with everything that is needed. So we see. So guys, I think I'm going to end the video now and the live stream now. We're going to come live like this again to talk about another topic. I'm going to talk about we'll talk about navigating online dating and things like that. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. And I'm going to say good night now because I need to do something. My husband is coming, and let's go. I'm happy to be in this live. Oh, thank you, Liz. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a blessed evening. It's almost 7 p.m. here. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Good night. Sleep well, sleep tight. God protect you. And may all your heart desires be granted. As you're waking up tomorrow, I hope you wake up to good news. Something that will make you happy. Sweet dreams, everyone. Thank you, AM. I know you've told me your name many times, but I'm sorry I don't remember. Thank you, Dan Bobby Favor. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Live Life. Thank you, Mirabelle. Thank you, Gitu. Thank you, Lover of Life. Fatima. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Even if I didn't mention your name, I appreciate you spending time with me. And we're going to see you another time. Okay? Bye-bye.